Hi everyone, I'm JD from Willow Band Journals. Welcome back to my channel. I have got some collage masterboards that I have made. I made these using manila folder. I just cut them in half, and 2 manila folders give you 4 masterboards, and I did 2 kind of more of this darker type of paper using vintage book pages, and love that look. This one I used a combination of different types of vintage books, and I also love how that looks. So I want to cut these up into journal cards, and they could either work just like this, where you can write on the back, or you can obviously keep going with the masterboard, add some stickers, add some flowers, feature images on top, and then cut it up. But yeah, I think I'll cut them up first, keep some neutral, and decorate others with floral washi stickers, maybe some stamps, that kind of thing. Tickets and coupons, vellum, all of that can work lovely as well. So, but before I cut these up, I want to use the tissue paper method and tone down one of these just for a different look, and to use up my tissue paper. So I think I'll use this one, and we'll put these 3 aside for now, and then I'm just going to lay down this background so I can glue on top of that. I could use PVA, but I'm going to use my glue stick, which is the same method that I used for this journal cover that we made on my channel in a tutorial video previously. So to show you contrast, here's one where I didn't add tissue paper, and here's one where I did, and I quite like both. I may even like this one more, so that's why I want to use some of this to kind of mute it down. So I'm just going to use my glue stick, a Boss Stick glue stick, and all I'm going to do is glue the entire masterboard so that we can lay on top the tissue paper. And this tissue paper I just got from, you know, those sewing pattern pouches, and it comes with instructions on how to make a dress or some item of clothing, and then it comes with a whole bunch of tissue paper. And you can get all different types. There's brown tissue paper, you can get tissue paper with blue writing on top, tissue paper with black writing on top, and some sheets like this where most of it isn't even, it doesn't have any diagrams or words on it, just at the edges. So I'm just going to see if I can get a decent amount of glue and cover the entire lot. Doesn't matter too much because I will be sewing around all of the edges later on, and I don't mind a little bit of texture here and there where it kind of lifts up and creases and all of that kind of thing. And of course, if there's any part that is really not working for me, I can just cover it over. The great thing about collage, you can just add layers and layers and layers. Okay, so let's grab the tissue paper, and I will go ahead and press that down. I'm going to keep some of those textures, the bumps and the grooves. We'll smooth some out, but keep others. Like, look at that. I love it with the texture. That's really cool. Okay, and Yes, I love it. Alright, so just going to flip it over and we'll take away those pieces, grab my scissors and let's cut this down. And I've still got a little bit more I can use. I'll put that in my scrap box, I reckon. Always great for collage, adding textures and layers. So keep your tissue paper and keep all the different kinds as well. It's very fun to use. And I like how it acts to stick down all of those pieces as well. Like they're already stuck down, but just in case any of those lift up, the tissue paper will hold it all in place. You could PVA over the top or apply a varnish over the top if you wanted, but I'm just going to keep it like this. So around the edges, use some of those floral stickers like this to stick on top, perhaps, maybe some stamps. Alright, so let's cut this thing up. Let's see how big I want my journal cards. Probably want something like that. I know that if I did that in grey lead, I could just cut that out, rule that out, but I'm just going to do that. And then we have some little journal cards. How cute are they? Now, I'm not too worried about measuring these and having them completely accurate. I'm okay with slightly asymmetrical journal cards. I kind of like the rustic nature to it, especially since we're using vintage books and vintage pages and papers for this collage. I quite like it looking a little bit quirky. So some narrower ones. And like I said, yeah, I will sew around all of the edges of these. They're just bases. And then I'll decorate them afterwards. All right, let's go this side. And about here. So fun. I love how muted it looks. That's great. And I wonder if I can get, yeah, we'll have to do more squarish ones here. Okay, loving these. You could also obviously turn these ones into tags if you wanted. Just, you know, cut your little cuts there. I will just want to straighten up that one a tiny bit. It's deceiving with the writing all going in different directions. They're not completely straight, the writing, but I want to make the writing straight. Right, I love that, because then we have some little ones, some big ones, some narrow ones, some wider ones. And we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 cards. I love it. So that will probably give me, obviously, 40 cards if I have 4 sheets, which is a nice way to make some bulk ephemera. Ready to go into some vintage journals. Yay! Now all I want to do, you could round the corners, of course, or just keep them square. I've got to find the other corner. It's like it's like a game. Find the corner. Oh, I think I might have already cut the corner off. And having said all that thing about asymmetric, I am going for... I'm being a bit too much of a perfectionist, but no, I like it. I do like it. I just don't like how wide this one is, but that's okay. Those be in super wide pockets, or if they don't fit in pockets, you can always paper clip them in. So yeah, that is that one. Let's go ahead and let's do one of the ones that looks like this. The darker one. Okay, let's give this a go. And then if you have journal cards as a template, you could definitely go ahead and use journal cards, place them down and trace around them as a template. And obviously other people would probably use grey lead so they can rub out the line later and use the whole thing. I'm not fussed. Just do what gives you joy. And rubbing out lines does not give me joy. So I avoid the part that I don't enjoy and just go with the creative flow. So let's just cut them all out first. I think I'm doing really narrow ones. Maybe I should do some wider ones. Alright, let's have a look. Do some thirds. 1 and 2. Nope, they're all really, really narrow. So this one, we're going to have 12 cards. Okay, so we're just going to trim that down, and then let's cut here. So we've got narrow ones. These could also be great pockets. Yeah, it's cool to have different sizes actually. I like this. Just to have different pieces and decorate them with a flower, maybe a stamp. Yeah, I like it. I quite like the color tone of this one. I think that's why I didn't want to use the tissue paper on this one, just because I really like the darker color. This is beautiful. Okay, so here's what it looks like when you do them narrower. I like both. I like having a combination of different sizes, or having a variety of different types of journal cards, so that when you have them in your journal pages or on your journal pages, you get different looks and great. Oh, I love them. Yay. So again, I'll sew around those edges. I've got 12 more journal cards. Yay. So fun. Yeah, I like both. I do like both. And then when I cut up this one, it will have a different look as well. Yeah, awesome. All right. That is fantastic. All right, well, I think I'll end the video there, and I'll cut these ones later on, maybe off camera, and I'll sew around these, and we'll get decorating those with some floral stickers and maybe some stamps. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this little process video, and I'll see you in the next one. Have fun making your own collages, and yeah, happy crafting and happy journaling. Bye guys. Thank you to my beautiful patrons who supported me in August and allowed me to do this full time for another month. If you would like to support my channel and what I do, you can do so over on my Patreon. The link will be in the description box below, and that's where you get access to more videos, printables. At the Ruby tier, you get every single digital kit from my Etsy, plus a new digital kit every month. There are also some mail tiers where you get some goodies sent out to you in the mail.